Hey Yogi, DocHolly here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome for the first time. Today we're switching it up a little bit and we're doing a cycle syncing workout. So women, if this is new to you, there's a ton of information out there about it. It's really taking off. Eventually I'll share more, but for now I want you to know this workout is for the ovulatory phase, and that is a phase where you can push it on the energy level. So we're shooting for about 80% of your heart rate, even up to 90% in some parts of the workout. So get ready to work. We do cool it down throughout, and it's a 30-minute workout. You may need a yoga block. I use one during this video. So hop into something you can move in. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you can stay up to date with the newest videos, and I'll see you on the yoga mat. Hey Yogi, we're gonna get started here on your hands and on your knees. Planting your hands right under your shoulders and your knees directly under your hips. Starting with movement right away, cow belly pose. Drop your belly, lift your tailbone like you're arching your back, pressing your chest forward and through your shoulders. Smile. Exhale, tuck your toes. Round your back body like a cat. Firm up your lower belly. Hover your kneecaps off the floor. You're now in this floating tabletop position. Think of squeezing the yoga mat inwards to fire up your chest. Keeping the knees hovering, find that cow belly pose. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, tuck the chin and round. Cat-cows like this, so we heat it right up. Let's go for 3 more at your own pace. Last one. Hold at the cat. Round, round, round your upper back. Maintain the left toes into the mat. Hover your right toes off. Good, I know it's not easy. Start to kick the right foot towards the sky, pointing the toe, and exhale, pull knee to nose. Kick the ceiling for 5, pull knee to nose. 4, 3, keep pressing your hands evenly. 2, 1, replace the right foot next to the left, stay up. Good, pick up the left foot, push the hands a little bit more into the floor, kick it back to the sky, and pull knee to nose for 5, 4, 3, you can do this, stay in the burn. Last one, release the left foot, press your hips up and back. First downward facing dog, nice. Take a moment to pedal out your feet. Growing into your down dog, making this pose work for you and your body. Reconnecting to the breath, inhale. Exhale, come high onto your toes. Look forward, round forward into a high plank, shoulders over your wrist. Drop the hips down, lift the chest through the gateway of the shoulders. Upward facing dog. Good, bend the knees like a cow belly, push your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg to the sky, come high on the left tippy toes, drive right knee to right elbow, roll forward into that plank, create a tiny little ball pulling the heel to your glute. Step outside your right hand, lizard lunge. Let's keep it active. Starting to squeeze the inner thighs together and pulsing it out. Drive the hips forward, drive the hips back a little bit. Just kind of swaying side to side now, feeling out the hips. Now let's get ready to work, creating this nice plank body. Strong, grounded hands. Activate the left thigh. And it's kind of like a plank with the right foot in front, and we're simply going to switch feet. So jump the right foot back as you switch the left foot to the front. Yes, you got it. 5 times back and forth. Let's call this the first one. 5, 4, 3, stay with me, 2, 1, and we have to finish off with the right foot in front. Nice. Heel toe the right foot to the center. Lower the left knee. Inhale, arms come up over your head as you melt the hips to the floor. Anjaneyasana. Let the heart shine forward and catch your breath. Inhale, reach the fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, melt the hips. Good. Next time you take an inhale, grow a little bit taller. Come out of the back bend. Exhale, pull those hands into cactus, elbows towards your hips. Tuck the left toes under. We're going to inhale and stand all the way up, bringing your left knee to your chest. So inhale, push through your right foot, stand, left knee to chest. Yes. And now we're gonna go all the way back where we just came from. Low lunge, cactus the arms, good. Inhale, shift forward, rise. Exhale, lower back down, cactus. Good, let's go for 3. If you fall out of it, that's okay. 2, I'm a little wobbly today myself. This floor is kind of like a trampoline type material. Last one, that's good, it's an extra challenge. Exhale, hands in heart center. Tuck the back toes, lift the kneecap off the floor, spiral open, warrior 2. Widen the stance, relax the shoulders, bring those fingers like extensions from your body going forward and backward. Inhale. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of the mat. Open the left toes, sit your hips down and back. As the right toes and kneecap pivot towards the sky, that leg is nice and activated. Use that left elbow to press into your left thigh and open your chest. Inhale. Exhale, now watch this. You're going to shift into half moon. Shift into the right leg. I'm gonna use a yoga block, option to use that yoga block. My hand will shift onto the yoga block. All my weight is in the front right foot now. Catapult the left leg to the sky. As you open your hip, you also open your heart. Finding that one straight line, hand and foot are reaching straight up to the sky. Bend the right knee, land on the left foot in the back, open back up, Skandasana. Now, if this is kind of new for you, just work on the form with both of these. If you're ready to push it, we're gonna go back and forth. Ready? Inhale, catapult, half moon. Exhale, Skandasana. Yes. Strong transition. Big leap forward. And all the way back. Also, if the yoga block is not necessary for you, don't use it. Listen to your body. Let's do that one more time, half moon. Yes. Skandasana. Sit back, and we'll end in the front. Let's all go up to that glorious half moon. Whoop, we're getting there, we're getting there. Sometimes it takes a couple of moments to find that body awareness and that internal muscle strength. And when it's there, take the right eye up towards the left hand, finding your drishti. Exhale, standing splits. Left hand comes to the ground, along with the right. Square the hips. Little bend in the right knee as you pull the head towards the floor and start to kick up with the left leg. Pointing the toes towards the sky. And if you look back, you should see that the left pinky toe is facing the floor instead of out to the side. That's a good reminder to keep those hips square. Option to hold this, or you can back up that right foot and do a few handstand hops. If you're doing that, puff up the upper back, look between your hands, come high on the right tippy toes, and jump up. Maybe catching the handstand. I'm working on these, so probably not gonna happen for me today. So be where you're at. Maybe one more, and stand in the forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, sway side to side, reconnecting with your breath, your body. Slow back the heart rate, finding your inner sense of calm. Good, release your hands. Inhale halfway to a flat back. Exhale, we'll take a vinyasa, your version, or you can come back through plank, chaturanga. Inhale for the upward facing dog. Exhale, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Sliding the exhale across the back of the throat, forcing out all the stagnant air. Inhale to renew. And come back to that beginner's mindset. Not expecting what's gonna happen on the other side, just being here. Good. Inhale, sweep the left leg up to the sky. Come high on the right toes. Left knee drives up to the left elbow, shift forward, create that tiny little ball. Step outside your left hand, lizard lunge. We'll stay up, we'll stay active if that works for you. Start to shift forward and back. Just pumping like a gas pedal off the right foot. Then we'll move side to side, hips to the left and to the right. Just moving intuitively. Finding that plank body, push through your hands, all 10 fingers. Squeezing that mat together. Activate the back right leg. Getting really strong in the hands so that you're ready to switch your feet. Let's go 5 per side. Switch. 5. 4. Nice. 3. Keep it up. Last 2 per side. 1 and 1. Heel toe the left foot back to the center. Relax the right knee to the floor. Inhale, sweep them forward. Spreading the hips back a little bit. Hands come into heart center. Inhale, reach them overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms. Retuck under the back right toes. Pushing through the left foot, we'll rise and take the right knee to your chest. So a little bit of a lean forward, shift the weight, and drive up to standing, right knee to chest. Gather your balance, your dristi. Lower back down and cactus the arms for 5. Good, 4. This can go slower than me if you need to. Again, listen to your body. Let's do 1 more. And 1. Open the heart. Exhale, pull the hands into heart center, tucking the back toes under, crescent lunge, open. And we find warrior 2. Heel toe the right foot open. Finding the depth in your hips, well, you can still see your left big toe. Skandasana to the right. Turn the right toes out, sink back into the right hip. Feeling out your hips, making sure that left leg is active. And yoga block or not, we'll shift forward into the left foot, making sure the yoga block is maybe a foot in front of you if you're using it. Drive to the sky. Starting to slowly open the right hip, maybe using your hand. When it's ready, the right arm comes up. Even gripping into that left big toe. Slowly hovering the chest above the left thigh, so close to it that you can just lie it across the leg and then heel toe the back foot to the floor, Skandasana. So now we'll try that a little faster if that's something you're ready for. 5 times, swaying up on the inhale and going back on the exhale. And let go of attachment to these being perfect, because when we're moving this quickly in the poses, it doesn't have to be super precise. Just big transitions, strengthen into the core, and just have fun with it. Let's go for 2. Catapult up. And 1, hold the top, hold your body here in half moon. Maybe this time aligning a little bit more like you're pressing your back against the wall. And we'll turn it down to face the floor in our standing splits. Either working just on the standing splits, taking the left hand behind your left ankle, pulling the crown to the floor, the right toes to the sky. Checking in with those right pinky toes, that they're square to the floor. And keep working on this if you like, or hop back, making an L shape with your body, pushing into your hands. Come high onto the left tippy toes, and maybe start to shift into some handstand hops. Or maybe they're little hops like mine are. We'll get there. Taking it back once again to that beginner's mindset. I know I'm not going very high, but that doesn't always have to be the point. One more time. Forward fold at the front of the mat. Rest inwards. Good job, yogi. Release your head and your neck. Shake it out. You're doing great. Release your hands. Inhale halfway to a flat back. And then walk the feet back. Come onto the toes and sink your hips back so you're in this kind of squat. We'll try crow pose. And if this is new to you, just try it. You don't have to get the full expression of the pose on the first time. I find that just trying it over and over again, one day you'll surprise yourself. Good, so we'll splay the fingers out with the index finger forward. Start to invigorate the hands, so they're like little creatures pushing into the floor. Bring your hips up high. Then we'll take the knees onto the back of the triceps, the highest you can go. It's all about transferring weight. So we'll transfer weight onto the hands and maybe lift one foot. And if you have it, lifting the other, creating a tiny little ball. Good, either step or float back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. The good thing about YouTube is you can always pause the video and go back and start working on it for a little bit of playtime if you want to keep working on the crow pose. Good, let's take another in breath. And exhale, finding that down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, roll into that high plank pose, navel to spine. Mountain climbers, knee to nose, right down the middle. 15, 14, 13, 12. You got this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Single leg down dog, right leg to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, lizard lunge, right foot outside the right hand. Keep it active, keep it high. Left hand stays on the floor. Inhale, sweep the right arm to the sky. Simple twist. Exhale, the right hand comes back down. Spin flat onto your left foot. Extended side angle as the left arm sweeps up to the sky, opening, kind of barrel rolling your chest all the way open, and bring it on up. Back in that warrior two pose. Skandasana to the left. Push those hips back. Taking the left fingertips to the floor. Inhale, finding a little bit of that deeper twist in your spine. You can stay here or take the half bind. You can do that, or even if you know it, work into the full bind. Only if it's not going to close off your shoulder. Make sure if you're doing it, it's because it's opening your chest even more. Good. If you have it, release the arm, look forward, bring that body forward, finding your half moon. Good. Find your inner focus, but also kind of like a childlike play. See what happens. Push yourself to the point of falling out sometimes. Standing split, spiral the left arm to the floor, right arm to the floor. Option to keep working this, or maybe you go up into a few handstand hops again. Fire up the upper back, rounding into the shoulder blades. Shift weight onto your hands, looking between your thumbs. And when you're ready, little hops. Maybe 3 or 4. And we'll all meet, woo, in a standing forward. Good, inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, take it through your version of a vinyasa. Opening the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, I hope your heart rate's really going up today, because mine is. Let's roll forward into that plank body. Second and final mountain climbers today. Start with the left knee. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. You got this. Push it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Single leg down dog. Left leg to the sky. Inhale. Come high on the right toes. Left knee, left elbow. Lizard lunge. Find the active inner thighs. Pulling the left knee towards the left shoulder. Good. Right hand stays planted. Inhale, twist. Left arm opens. Maybe your gaze follows. Keeping the hips nice and square, twisting from the navel up. Return the left hand on the inside of the left foot and swivel onto the inner blade of the right. So the right foot spins flat. Grow into your extended side angle as the right arm comes up. If this is too deep, you can always rise up and out of it in order to barrel roll your chest open if you need to be higher, so you're not in any sort of back bend. Tuck the left hips under. Good, warrior 2. Coming high, bringing the crown up with confidence, with joy. Skandasana to the back of the mat, hands in prayer pose, sit back. Surfer's lunge, taking the right fingertips down, left arm up to the sky. Work into this, maybe taking a half or a full bind if that is your practice. Work that mobility, work into your legs, work into that strength as well. Good. Thinking about your transition now into half moon. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way there. Taking your hand onto the yoga block if you're using it. Spiraling the right hip to the sky. Stacking hip to hip. Stacking shoulders to shoulder. And if you fall out of it, good job. You're pushing yourself. Evolve. Let yourself grow. And when you're ready, we'll go on to standing splits. Right hand to the floor, left hand to the floor. Start to kick, kick, kick with the right pinky toe squared off. Keep the activity in both legs. Stay here and work on your flexibility. Or back up to the center of your mat. Find that L shape, that grip in your hands, gaze between. And the left foot will simply push you off for 4 little hops. Maybe if I was braver, I would try going higher, huh? Last one, forward fold. Oh yes, that feels good to release tension and pressure. Inhale halfway. Let's try a crow again. Step back, sit onto your heels, hands out in front of you. Strengthen the fingertips, start to hug the elbows back, and we'll stack the knees as high as we can, close to the armpit, starting to look forward. Shift, shift, shift the weight. Maybe taking off one foot and just practicing that. Or maybe you try both feet. Woo! Or maybe you fall like me. I'm actually really glad that happened, so you guys see it's okay to fall. My arms are sweaty. Step back plank, chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. We can't have good balance every day. Good, inhale. Easy exhale. Good, inhale that right leg to the sky. And we'll take pigeon. Right foot behind the left wrist, lower the hips. Take a moment to square your hips forward, finding your internal thighs. When you're ready, come onto your forearms. Maybe create a pillow for your head, or you can use that block if you have it. Or crawl the arms forward. Nice. Also, option to pick up that left hand and thread it underneath your body. And we'll sit into our right hip and we'll find double pigeon. So taking that left foot over the right knee, or if you need a little more space, you can take it more onto the shin. Whatever feels good for your joints. So staying here and just letting the weight of gravity work on it and finding your tallest posture. Or if you want more, you can take it forward, folding over your legs, however far that gets you today without forcing. We want to find a flow, but we don't want to force it, because that's when the body will resist us and maybe even find injuries, which we do not want. Listen to your body, find the edge. Keep the mindfulness. It's when we lose the mindfulness in our practice when injuries happen, because we're trying on the ego base, push, 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 we want more. But if we stay mindful, listen to what our body needs, it's a lot safer. And that's the point anyways. Good, slide it back, swivel your legs around. You can take a vinyasa or skip it, up to you. And we'll find the other side. Left leg shoots up to the sky on the inhale. Exhale, drag the left foot behind your right wrist, lower down, setting up the pigeon. One step at a time, square the hips, finding your depth. If you want to take that shoulder stretch again, the left hand will grip forward, lifting the elbow and the right arm will slide underneath like you're threading the needle, right cheek to the floor, resting inwards. Finding that slow exhale, a little bit longer than the inhale. That will make our stretches a lot more soft, a lot more inviting for the muscles in our hip to open, creating that inner sense of safety. One more cycle of breath. Crawl the left fingertips back, push it up, sit into the left cheek, swing the right leg around. So the left shin is parallel, and then you stack the right foot either over the knee or maybe a little bit wider. First, finding a tall seat, trying to avoid any slumping or rounding into the low back. And this is a great place to stay, or you can lean forward, maybe coming onto your forearms or a yoga block. And we'll just stay for 3 breaths here. Good, using all that heat we created with the lizard jump switches to stretch and to open. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome, slowly crawl up. Release the legs out in front of you, shifting the hands back. Windshield wiper the legs to the right and left 2 or 3 times. And when you're ready, we'll go all the way to your back, tuck your chin. Take your knees into your chest as well. And find a moment here, just compressing the thighs in, relaxing the shoulders, closing your eyes. Notice the energy inside you and notice the pace of your breath and how you feel. Feeling the gratitude in your body for coming and pushing it hard today. Good, inhale. Sip up a little more. One more time. Exhale. Find your Savasana pose. Reach your feet out to the edges of your mat. Turn your palms up, growing out wide. Take up space. And I encourage this time to take for a full relaxation, a full 10-minute rest in your day. So I'll let you do that on your own. It's a great time to grab a timer, set a timer for yourself, 10 minutes if you can, and be here, be present. Yogi, thank you for taking the time to be here with me, to work your body, sync your cycle, listen to your energy. I can't wait to see you next time. If you haven't subscribed, you can do that quickly and then take your Savasana. Namaste.